Well, hello, and welcome to Hot Jobs at HireMilitary. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have some really incredible opportunities to share for our viewers today, including a special guest. You might see a new face here on screen for you, who is going to be sharing more about some of our SkillBridge internships. And then we also have some really great direct hire positions to share with you today as well. As always, if you're a transitioning service member, a veteran, or a military spouse, please tell us where you are watching from. We are a fully remote team here at HireMilitary. So as we introduce ourselves, you'll see how geographically dispersed we are. But it's always so great to see where we have people tuning in from as well. So please, just as you introduce yourself, let us know where you're living. Are you stationed overseas? Are you here in the States? It's always so interesting to find that out. Also, if it's your first time here at Hot Jobs, please let us know. We'd love seeing first-time viewers here every week. And I just saw Lucy Robinson in the comments. As you can see, she's not on with us here in person today, but she is there in the chats. I know she will be feverishly typing away, trying to answer questions as they come. So everyone say hi to Lucy in the chats there as well. Here at the recruiting team at HireMilitary, we've adopted a new tagline for the year: New Year, New Career. And we really do desire to help as many of you as humanly possible find your new career this year. So as you're introducing yourselves, please let us know what types of roles you're searching for. What types of industries are you interested in? What types of job titles are you focusing on in your career search? It's a great way for us to get to know you, our military community, and find out more about you. And there might be roles that we have that we are recruiting for that we don't share during the LinkedIn Lives. So that's a great way for us to match up any opportunities that we have that might be of interest to you as well. So please continue to share more information regarding that as well. Goodness, the chats are lighting up. I'm trying to focus on my script over here, but seeing all these people come in the chats, it's so exciting. Welcome, Lara, Miguel, Paul, Matthew, Dale, goodness. And first-time viewers, I love to see it. So exciting. So please continue to introduce yourself there in the chats. It's not only a great way for us to get to know you, but it's a great way for you to connect with other people in this space as well. So I love seeing that. Keep it up. Also, if you've tuned in our recent broadcast, I think we started this back in December, but you'll remember that we take about the last 5 to 10 minutes of our LinkedIn Lives to answer any job search related questions. And we've really enjoyed being able to provide some tips, tricks, advice, really just value surrounding job searching to you, our military community. So as we go here, if there are questions that you have regarding resumes, interviewing, job searching in general, using LinkedIn, anything like that, please type those questions into the chats and we'll take the last five or so minutes to answer any questions that we can get to as well. So thank you everyone for continuing to introduce yourselves there in the chats. While everyone is continuing to do that, we'll take a few moments to introduce our team and who we have on the broadcast today. So I am Kate Wood. I'm one of the recruiters here at HireMilitary. I'm an Army veteran and currently a military spouse. My husband is still on active duty in the Army, and we are stationed here in Northwest Florida near Eglin Air Force Base. We have 3 kiddos and a dog, very busy with all of the things that come with that territory, but really excited to be here today to spend time with you, our community. And next up, we have Kadeen. Kadeen, welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kadeen Desir. I am the new SkillBridge recruiter, aka intern here at HireMilitary. I am so excited to meet y'all. So excited to be engaged with everyone. Seeing all of the comments coming in is hectic. So originally I was stationed in Oklahoma for the entirety of my career, the whole 6 years. So I just got out the military and relocated to Denver, Colorado. We love it here. I'm literally obsessed with the mountains in the background and everything is so beautiful and snowy. It's so cute. So yeah, I'm so excited to meet you guys. I'm going to pass it over to Brandy.
Thanks, Kadeen. I'm thrilled to have you on the team with me, working SkillBridge opportunities. So I'm always welcome to, happy to see you. I'm Brandy Walker. I'm the DoD SkillBridge recruiter. Been doing this for a little bit, have it under my belt. So my husband is retired Army, and he himself did a SkillBridge, and we ended up in the Pacific Northwest. So he works for Microsoft. So he did that MSSA program. We have 3 older children and 2 guinea pigs as pets. So they're my daughters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. So they're still living. They're still kicking. So today I wanted to we invited our guest from Masonite, Jake. Fantastic to work with. One of my favorite companies actually to work with, because Jake is so open and welcome to helping service members. So welcome to the show today, Jake. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here. Welcome to everybody who I can't see.
So Jake, you are the HR Learning and Development Specialist at Masonite. For us, or for myself, you are our point of contact for Masonite for all things SkillBridge. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and about Masonite and everything SkillBridge-wise that goes into working for Masonite?
Okay, yeah, I'd love to. Thanks, Brandy. Hi, everybody. My name is Jake Sinsky. I'll tell you a little bit about myself to get things going. I've been with Masonite since about 2018. Started in the quality department at a site here in central Wisconsin as a quality engineer. Was in that position for roughly 2 years and moved into a new training position, and relatively recently moved into a learning and development specialist position. Prior to getting involved with Masonite, I started as an elementary school teacher working with little learners. And after a couple of years teaching little learners, I got into manufacturing and production supervision. So then I started working with bigger learners. And like I said, been with Masonite since then. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I think it's fantastic. You're a much better person than me, little learners, and it's not my wheelhouse. So I commend you for that. Yeah. So I know we're going to move on to, telling us a little bit about Masonite. But I do want to say your goal this year is to be our #1 host company, isn't it?
It is, yeah. As a matter of fact, I reached out to you and our account manager, Matt Hart. Hey, Matt, just a couple of weeks ago and said, what do I need to do to help not just get us on the charts, but hopefully knock us off the charts? So we're looking to get Masonite a little bit well known within the HireMilitary community.
Which is great. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Masonite? What do you guys do, and how you taken what Masonite is and what they're about and brought that SkillBridge world into it?
Most definitely. So first, a little bit about Masonite. We are a company that manufactures commercial and residential style doors. Currently, our products are sold in over 60 countries worldwide. Size-wise, we're looking at over 10,000 employees working from 7 different countries. Our corporate headquarters is located in Tampa, Florida. We have a pretty cool origin story that dates back to almost 100 years ago. Back in 1925, William Mason started the first hardboard plant in Laurel, Mississippi. That site is still in existence today. I have not visited it. I hope to someday, but quite large. And it is where everything started with Mr. William. Kind of a cool story how he made the first hardboard material purely through accident, and it's just blossomed since. Later on in the broadcast, I'll throw a couple of links in the chats so that you can learn a little bit more about Masonite's past as well as our present and where we hope to go in the future with our empowered door system. A little bit more about the SkillBridge connection that we have. So I've been working with Brandy now for a couple of months, and as I mentioned, our account manager, Matt Hart, please reach out to either of them as well as anybody in the SkillBridge or HireMilitary community. But when we got introduced to Matt and Brandy middle of last year, about June or July of 2021, we started with what was just going to begin as a pilot program, and it's just blossomed. We're picking up a lot of momentum in the internships that we've been offering to individuals who are transitioning out of the military and looking for full-time employment. I could go into some more details, but we've had some pretty good success here to start. Right now, with help from Brandy and Matt, Masonite is averaging offering and placing about 1 internship per month. So far, we've landed a total of 6 internships, 2 individuals completely hired on full-time here with Masonite, 2 gentlemen who are currently in the middle of their internship now, and we've got 2 more individuals who will start next month in March, both in Tennessee of all places. And our goal here for 2022 is to successfully land 10 to 12 internships. We're well on our way. We're looking for whoever can become number 3. So please reach out and maybe we can strike up a conversation about an opportunity.
Which is great. And then I love that you're so into, utilizing the SkillBridge program, helping people out. So we have kind of seen a theme when it comes to the roles that we've been able to fill with Masonite. and it's in that safety department. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Most definitely. So at a variety of locations, keeping in mind we're a global community, but for the purpose of HireMilitary, we're looking to fill some positions that are US-based locations. And it just kind of happens to be dealt in the cards right now that we have a number of safety positions at a variety of locations. They might be in our architectural division or within residential. A couple of them have come up and been posted recently. So if you take a look at HireMilitary's posting, go into the list of internships, you can see some of those locations. Thoroughfare, New Jersey is definitely going to be a location we're looking to fill. Mason City, Iowa, and the list goes on.
Well, I know your Yulee, Florida one was very popular. You had that position down there because a lot of people actually do want to move to Florida.
Yeah, Yulee is definitely in a prime location. I'm not sure if they know how good they've got it, but we recently filled one of their production supervisor positions, not actually through an internship, but through a direct hire placement. Right. And we hope to continue building on that successful placement, maybe with some additional future positions.
Excellent. So what kind of words of wisdom do you have for candidates that are interested in Masonite, bringing things to the table or, knowledge they should have before they kind of get to you to that position?
Good question, Brady. I'm glad you asked that one. So I don't have a recruiting background. I just shared that with who knows how many people. I was an elementary teacher, production supervisor, and I'm just now getting into this whole recruiting and HR thing. But I would say that in the few months that I've been working with you and Matt, as I'm meeting servicemen and women, I'm starting to kind of learn some tips and tricks along the way. And I'm finding that I can kind of narrow it down to 3 things that would help servicemen and women kind of narrow down their search, or at least kind of guide them. And the first being location. It's kind of similar to buying a house. Location is that one thing that you can't really change. Well, for you folks in the service, it might be viewed a little different. But if you come to Masonite and you discuss with me some different options, if we can kind of narrow that down to where you'd like to be located, or if you have any special limitations on your location, knowing that upfront is really going to help in finding potential opportunities for you. Number 2, you got to have some kind of an idea of what your potential job interest is going to include. Are you going to stay broad? Do you want to narrow down your search? Having some idea of what those parameters would be beneficial for your search. And then number 3, if you have a general willingness just to give a company a try, and I don't mean, just giving up all hope, but if you're willing to try to get into the door, pun intended there, because we're a door manufacturer, just with the understanding that you may not become CEO on day one or within your first couple of years, but if you're looking to just make a connection with the company, we've got a lot of different ways that you can do that with Masonite.
Yeah, which I completely agree. You guys have been super flexible with us. Candidates not quite sure where they want to be, and you've been great with helping them narrow down that idea, and even open to other opportunities that you might have on your career site. If it's a place, it's a discussion we can have. So we totally appreciate that at HireMilitary, because it's not just the one single job. I think right now we have 21 positions open with you just listed, but I think we've gone outside that scope as well. So
we have. One of our cultural pillars is flexibility in every fiber, and we want that to resonate from floor production technicians to our production supervisors all the way up to head department leadership. And as we're working with individuals coming through the HireMilitary program, if we're not successful, these servicemen and women aren't going to get a victory. Masonite's not going to experience that win. So what I'm also going to do today for the group is post a LinkedIn link where you can come to Masonite's website and look at some of the positions we've posted, but they're not going to appear to be an internship. But that's not to say that we can potentially manipulate one of those opportunities and turn it into a HireMilitary internship.
Which is, I think, my favorite thing. I don't know if I have anything else for you today. Is there anything, last words of advice or wisdom or things you want us to know about Masonite?
2 major, I would say we do have a variety of internship positions posted, but we're always reevaluating and putting different kinds of jobs out there. So if you folks are looking for something in leadership, we definitely have those kinds of opportunities, whether it's production supervisor or maybe a manager position. If you've got more kind of a technical niche, we're always going to be looking for maintenance personnel. If you feel that you're going to fit better into kind of more a supporting role or maybe process improvement, take a look at some of our quality or continuous improvement postings in supply chain. That's just mouthwatering to hear that somebody has that kind of background. So after I leave this meeting, I'll put my LinkedIn contact information up there as well as some other links. Connect with me. I encourage you to take a look at Brandy Walker as well as Matt Hart. They're willing to help out anybody any way they can.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate you being here, Jake. We'll have to see if maybe later on down the line we can do another one of these things with you.
Thank you. I look forward to it. Thank you for having me today.
All right. Thank you.
Jake, thank you so much. Wow, that was such amazing information about one of our SkillBridge employers. I think you can see just how amazing their company is just from interacting with Jake there for a little bit. And like he mentioned, they have, or like Brandy mentioned, we have over 21 opportunities currently with Masonite and SkillBridge internships. And Kadeen is actually going to share more specific information about 2 of their SkillBridge opportunities today. So Kadeen, I'd love to hear more about those.
Absolutely. As Jake covered, there's 2 amazing opportunities within Masonite, one of them being in the safety realm and the other is in a supervisory role. So the first one I'd love to cover is the safety coordinator. So ideally, this is someone who has a background in safety. We're talking OSHA, we're talking employee compensation, we're talking about a background of having safe working environment. If you display any knowledge in these areas, you're going to want to apply for this internship. So you're going to want to have a background in Microsoft product. And as we said, like just having the OSHA, having the NEC, the NFAPA. If you have any of these qualifications, go ahead and hit the apply button. So apart from the safety coordinator, we do have the production supervisor. This person is going to oversee all plant activities. They're going to track all productivity within employees. You're going to motivate fellow employees. You're going to track all the progress, all that good stuff. Ideally, they want someone that has a degree, but it is not necessary. If you have, let's say, a high school diploma plus experience, that will also qualify you for this position as well. So again, you are going to be in a leadership role. So you're just wanting to have strong communication skills. You want to be able to get to know everyone else and work together in a team setting. And then apart from Masonite, we do have a few other internships that are available. The first of those is CH and Gunther. So they have a recruiting position, which is remote. So remote positions are a hot commodity. So you get to work at home, but the job basically will have you screening. You're going to be sourcing for hourly employees. You're going to be using your best judgment, making sure these people are the right fit for the company. You're going to make sure that they match the culture and the environment. Just making sure you put the best candidate within that set position is going to give you a lot of hands-on experience in the recruiting world. So if you are wanting to go to recruiting side, I highly recommend you guys to go ahead and do apply for CH and Gunther. And then we do have a graphic designer SkillBridge as well. So this is a graphic designer and a digital content creator position. So overall, you're going to be collaborating with clients, editorial staff. You're going to be working with different people from different sectors. So you're talking about manager, art directors. It's a very hands-on position. They do want someone that has a bachelor's degree. It's not necessary, but if you have it, that's a plus. You're going to want to have at least 2 years of experience in graphic design. You're going to want to have familiarity with Adobe, just a very technical hands-on graphic design experience. So if you feel like you're qualified, I think the link shall be in the comments. So just look through. We'll go ahead and get that posted for you. And then last but not least, we do have a program technician position open. So this is an interesting position. You're going to be working on the ship. You're going to be participating in Deck in the Box daily. So you have to be familiar with crew names. You have to get to know the people that you work with. You have to get to know the ship a little bit more because you're having to keep inventory of all the items that are on set ship. You're going to have to just go through and make sure you have the strong communication ability because you're working in a closed environment. This one is only a high school diploma. So you just need to have a high school diploma, but you have to be able to be a strong communicator and just as what the military has, that ethic, your ethos, all that good stuff. So those are our top 5 opening right now. If you think you're qualified, please tailor your resume. Take the specific keywords within the job description. skillfully master into your resume, go ahead and apply, and we will love to screen you. Thank you, guys.
Kadeen, thank you so much. Again, these are DoD SkillBridge internships for transitioning service members that are within the last 180 days of their service. Again, it was the safety coordinator position with Masonite, production supervisor position with Masonite, the remote recruiter with CH Gunther, graphic designer with Yard Card Supply, and the program technician with Specialty Chemical Corps. If any of those SkillBridge internships sounded of interest to you, please just type the title of the role in the chats. We'll be able to get those direct links to you immediately following the broadcast. You can also find these roles as well as, I think we have 300 SkillBridge internships currently on our website at HireMilitary.us, and you can search through all of our available SkillBridge internships to see if there's one that's a fit for you. So again, thank you so much, Kadeen, for sharing those. I'm excited to see some amazing candidates come through. And I just wanted to mention as well, piggybacking off of Jake and Brandy's conversation, if you are interested in Masonite, if Masonite as a company sounds interesting to you, if you liked Jake's personality and what he talked about, just type Masonite into the chats. That'll let us know that you might be a good candidate for some of the roles we offer today, or some of the other roles that we have currently available with them as SkillBridge internships. So just wanted to plug that really quickly. Also, I wanted to welcome Amber Flores to the broadcast today. She is on now with us, and Amber will be sharing some of the direct hire roles that we have open.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. It's so exciting having Jake on earlier, though. That's really exciting. I see he's already in the comments there too, sharing all of the things related to Masonite. So that's great. I'm going to be sharing a production manager position today. This is a full-time position. It's located in Fresno, Texas. So this is with an equipment manufacturing company that is actually based out of Fresno. They did tell us they have a couple other locations that are popping up. So that's really exciting that they're growing. But our client is looking in particular for somebody, for the production manager that wants to kind of grow with their team professionally, right? So the qualifications for this production manager include a high school diploma or an associate's degree. They really want to see a couple years of experience in manufacturing. So think 3 to 5 years manufacturing, as well as some supervisory experience. And that's for the production manager in Fresno, Texas.
Wonderful. Thank you. And one other role you have for us that's remote.
Yes, I do have another remote role. Okay. It's a technical training and curriculum specialist. This one is remote. It's also temporary, but it's with our client that is really truly a leader in the public sector solutions for health, for education, for human service agencies. So for the qualifications for this particular role are a bachelor's degree, and they really need 2 years of hands-on experience working with the training and the development aspect to lead those instructor face-to-face classes, as well as the e-learning courses. Again, that's a technical training and curriculum specialist. It's remote, and it's a temporary position. Kate?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Amber. And again, just like our SkillBridge internships, we are just offering 2 direct hire roles today, but we have over 50 roles available on our careers page across a wide variety of industries, locations. Some are fully remote as well. So if you didn't hear of a direct hire opening today that is of interest to you, please definitely check out our careers page, where you'll find all the position descriptions on our open roles and can apply directly via those links as well. So thank you, Amber and Kadeen, for sharing those openings today. Again, we're about in the last 5 to 10 minutes of our broadcast here today, where we just take a little bit of time to answer any job search related questions, as well as just give tips, tricks, and advice from our recruiting team here. We did have a question come open in the chats, and I wanted to throw it to Brandy. I can't remember who it was. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but someone asked, are the internships only for recently transitioning military? Brandy, can you explain just who is a viable candidate for the DoD SkillBridge internships?
Sure. So the DoD SkillBridge program is actually for transitioning service members, those people who are getting out of the military, whether you're retiring or separating. So it is only for those people getting out of the service. If you've already gotten out, unfortunately, this is not the program for you. We always do invite you to come check out our direct hire positions that we have. So for that SkillBridge program, we allow you to sign up a year out on our website to help you start that process of finding out what's out there. And the SkillBridge program is during that last 6 months of service. So it's that last 180 days. And that's when you can take part in these internships. So that's kind of like the basic gist of it. But it's definitely just for transitioning service members and not for veterans, and it's not for spouses.
Got it. Thank you so much, Brandy, for just shedding some more clarity on who's available for those SkillBridge internships and what that entails as well. We also had another question in the chat, or kind of a comment, I guess. It said, can you email me some jobs? Amber, can you explain how people can become part of our pipeline and join our email distro?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great question, Paul. We certainly appreciate it. So when you view our careers page, if you scroll all the way down, it's going to say register your interest. And so that's where you can join our talent pipeline. By joining our pipeline, we send out a notification whenever jobs are in your expertise, in your wheelhouse that you're looking for. So feel free to join our pipeline so you can be the first one to know when we get roles that are in your wheelhouse, Paul. That's a great question.
Thanks, Amber. And thanks, Paul. Great question as well. We love having new people join our pipeline. And like Amber said, we reach out to you specifically when there's roles that fit your criteria. So you can take a look and apply if they fit you. So I wanted to share something. Lucy is so great about sharing kind of background on what we're dealing with as recruiters every week and where we feel like we can add value or tips or advice to you job searchers or transitioning from the military as well. And something that I know a lot of recruiters deal with, and we do on a daily basis as well, is we get a lot of messages through LinkedIn or emails, or if we're part of different groups on Facebook, a lot of messages saying, from job searchers or those transitioning from the military asking, hey, can you look at my resume and tell me what jobs would be a fit for me? We do love connecting with our community. It's one of the main reasons why we love this platform, and we love being able to just take some time out of the week to share time with you and get to know you better and understand what our community needs. But I think I want to take that experience and help maybe just shed some light on what a better approach would be if you're going to reach out to recruiters. And it all kind of surrounds, I guess, a tagline of what I'd consider taking control of your job search. And when I say that, it's really being your own best advocate in your job search. No one but you knows exactly what you're looking for in a job, right? Even if you have given me your resume and I have a role that fits some of the criteria, I don't know if that's really what you're looking for, right? You're the only one that knows exactly what you want in your next role. Not just aside from what's on paper as far as the qualifications and the responsibilities of a job, but you also know what kind of a company you want to work for, the culture of the company and understanding kind of how the company operates and what industry they work in. So that's kind of the takeaway from that, is just taking control of your job search. And it's kind of just a good practice to not approach recruiters and ask for jobs. As recruiters, it's not our job to find you a job. It is our job to find jobs that it's your job to find jobs that you think you're qualified for and then apply for them and then approach the recruiter. So not to say you can't reach out to recruiters, but do your due diligence. Look into some roles that the recruiter is currently hiring for. Look for the careers page of a company. Find roles that might match what you're looking for and might fit your criteria, apply for them, and then reach out to the recruiter. It shows the recruiters that you've done your own work, you've put in the work, you understand how you're a fit for this role, and it allows them to see that you're being proactive in your job search. And that's something we love to hear. I love getting messages on LinkedIn saying, I saw this role that, HireMilitary is currently recruiting for, really excited. I see it matches some of my criteria. I just wanted to let you know that I've applied. And that's fantastic, because then I can look in the system, see that they've applied, and then we can go from there. So we just want to really give you all the advice that we can to set yourself apart in a job search process and to be as successful as you can be. And part of that is really taking control, finding out what you want, and then going about that process in a successful way. Not to say you can't reach out to recruiters, but just doing things in the right order really shows that you've been a proactive job searcher, you've done your due diligence, and you're really seeing if it's a fit for you prior to reaching out as well. So that's just some 2 cents there. Amber, do you have anything to add on that? I know that we're constantly flooded in the DMs with things like that as well.
Yeah, I think that what you shared is really, really super helpful. Sometimes also what I find most helpful and most beneficial as a for a job seeker on the other end is, okay, so you applied and then you can reach out. And that's a place for you to ask questions about whatever, the qualifications, or say, hey, Amber, I actually have 2 years of experience. I know they need 3. What are your thoughts on that? And so it creates some sort of dialogue for us to go back and forth. Whereas I can send you the careers page, but that may not be super helpful if you're not quite sure which direction you want to take, or if you have specific questions to ask.
I think that's a fantastic tip. It shows obviously that you've looked at the position description. You understand where you might be a fit or where you might not be a fit, but you're asking for that clarification as well. So that's a great point. I love that. And go ahead,
Kate,
Brandy.
I want to hop in real quick too.
Yes.
It applies for SkillBridge as well. We're happy to help you, but we have 300 positions on our site currently, and you send a resume and it's fantastic, but I don't know where you want to be. And it's like, it goes back to what Jake said. What location do you want to be in? Are you open to actually anywhere in the United States, or is there something specific? So I think that kind of goes into that as well. When people do send a resume, or they're just like, hey, help me find a SkillBridge. Well, I don't know what you want to do, so I need a little guidance on your part too. So I think that's what it comes down. Them taking control of that search and helping with the guidance on the SkillBridge side. We can give you everything, but we really aren't going to know what's in your heart and what you're open to.
Absolutely. And it's hard. Many of us are veterans ourselves. Everyone on this broadcast actually has served in the military. We're veterans as well as spouses, and it's hard, that transition, figuring out what you want to do, where you want to be out of the military, exploring this whole new world. It is a very daunting task. And it does take time. It takes informational interviews, researching different industries, researching different roles to find out where you want to be. And another great resource that we can offer to you of someone that can sit down and spend time with you one-on-one is utilizing Vet Jobs. They're a fantastic organization. They have career counselors that are assigned one-on-one to veterans, transitioning service members, and military spouses that help kind of in that job search process. So if you're interested or would like to learn more about Vet Jobs, you can just type Vet Jobs into the chats. We have a way to connect you directly to their career counselors. So that's something we can offer as well, to kind of fill in the gaps there of when you're job searching or transitioning from the military, needing further assistance as well. So I'm trying to look through the chats here and see if there's any other questions. I know we've already ran 2 minutes over, but please, if you're watching this on, not live, but as it's recorded, type those questions into the chats as well. We look through all of the questions and really use a lot of the questions you answer around resume advice, interviews, job searching to help us with content for the next week and just find things that could really provide value to you, our community. So please just continue typing questions in the chats if you're watching this on a recording as well. So that might be all that we have time for today. Again, I just wanted to thank everyone that we have on today, including Jake, who I know is off the broadcast now, but he's still in the chats, for joining us, learning more about Masonite. That was fantastic. And again, if there's specific roles that you're interested that we mentioned today, you can type those roles directly into the chat and we'll get that linked out to you so you can look through and then hopefully apply. And again, we have so many other opportunities that we didn't mention here today, over 300 SkillBridge internships and over 50 full-time permanent roles to choose from on our website that are both fully remote and on-site nationwide. So please take a look into those. Thank you again, Brandy, Kadeen, Amber, for joining me today. It's always so great just to spend some time with all of you here and then our community as well. And we hope to provide more great opportunities and job search advice for you in the future, and truly hope that HireMilitary can be part of finding your new career this year. We will see you next week for another Hot Jobs with HireMilitary. Take care.